What happens after a crash?
Happens after a crash. Typically, you'll have two options. The car is either damaged or requires more work than what can be done in a short amount of time to be able to continue the race, or you continue the race and you just need to come in and change a flat tire or beat out a fender. So for wheel clearance, if the crash is bad enough and you end up getting towed off, typically a lot of tracks will have you go to a care center that's usually at the track. Beach Ridge had a care center that was outside of the racetrack, but it was in the pit area. Actually, I don't really remember seeing one at Star, but I know typically all tracks will have an ambulance, whether or not it's a track employee, EMTs in an ambulance, or they have a rental agreement or something like that with a local ambulance company or the local town rescue.
Safety equipment. What do you have for safety equipment that helps prevent, God forbid, there was a crash, but personal harm to yourself?
Mm-hmm. My safety equipment, and I wouldn't jump behind the wheel if I didn't have it. If I don't have it, is I have a full containment race seat mounted securely with appropriate hardware, bolts, nuts, right directly to the roll cage of the car. Charged, ready to go. Fire extinguisher is required by all tracks. Race seats are typically required by all tracks. 5-point race belts. Certified helmet. Obviously will protect your dome. And those are all pretty well required to a certain degree in what level. Not all tracks for our division in the lower ranks require, but I have a Hans device, which is a neck restraint system, so it prevents against concussions, limits the amount that I can move my head forward and back in a case of an impact, to also keep the dome. That actually attaches right directly on both sides to the back of my helmet, with tethers that go to the restraint system that goes underneath my seat belts on top of my shoulders. That's tightened down when I tighten my belts. Roll cage all the way around the driver's area. When you build the car, you make it's going to get bent. Eventually something will happen, but you build it to brake and wreck correctly, if that makes sense.